Hello and welcome back. I am Braggy, the son of Magnar, and yes, I am a Viking. And I'm also a skald, a poet and the teller of folk tales. But today I'm here to talk to you about something which I think is just amazing, and that is a recent reconstruction of an Anglo-Saxon king's helmet. Now, this was taken from an article on the BBC's website of the 23rd of November, and I will put that article in a link in the description, and I urge you to go and check it out. And I will also be including a number of photographs of this helmet, and I'll be using those photographs under the Fair Use Act, as I do not own the copyright. But I cannot make a video on this helmet without showing you the pictures. Now, from fragments found within the Staffordshire Hoard, an helmet has been reconstructed 9 years after the discovery of the hoard back in 2009 by a metal detectorist called Terry Herbert in a field near the town of Lichfield, which I believe is close to the old Roman road of Watling Street. Now, of the 4,000 pieces dug up in 2009 and since then, up to 1/3 of the hoard is said to be remnants of a very rare Anglo-Saxon helmet. Now, I find that to be just amazing, and is one of a small number of Anglo-Saxon helmets that have been found in the United Kingdom. Now, this helmet is speculated by the experts to have been worn and belonged to an Anglo-Saxon king. Now, to which king it belonged to, we are not certain, and we may never know that answer. But I do hope in time and with research we can narrow down which king may have worn this helmet. Now, if you don't know about the Staffordshire Hoard, the Staffordshire Hoard is the largest Anglo-Saxon treasure hoard of its kind, and really demonstrates the richness and how clever the Anglo-Saxon people were. Now, the pieces of the hoard are comparable to those of the Sutton Hoo helmet, the Trust said, and experts from the museum who studied the fragments believe they are more than 1,300 years old. And after nearly 10 years, the Staffordshire Hoard is still giving up its secrets, said Dr. Ellen McAdam. And research has shown us that the hoard contained fragments of a helmet, and the hoard is thought to have been buried between 650 and 700 AD, and the majority of the hoard was found in 2009, and the remaining fragments of the hoard found in the next 2 years. Now, this hoard is an awe-inspiring, and the helmet itself is just an amazing piece of work, and in my opinion is very similar to the Vendel helmets of pre-Viking culture. Now, only Anglo-Saxon kings wore helmets like this, and is a stunning example of Anglo-Saxon craftsmanship, but it also demonstrates how rich the Anglo-Saxon culture was in England in those times. Now, there are 2 reconstructed helmets that are on show and art gallery in Stoke-on-Trent, joining other items from the 7th century collection which is now on permanent display. Now, fundraising paid for the reconstruction work, part of a wider research by the Society of Antiquaries of London and also the Archaeology data services, which due to be published in the next year. Now, I'm looking forward to reading that. It's going to be a fascinating read. Now, conservators who worked on the hoard believe some of the items in the hoard could have been produced in the same workshop as pieces found in the Sutton House site. Now, that to me makes sense, though that is speculation. Significant parts of the original helmets have not been found, and surviving pieces are too damaged and too incomplete for experts to reassemble it, and researchers spent years studying the fragments. Fragments of the helmets also were scanned by a laser to ensure that any replica pieces were as close to the surviving parts as possible, and they were scanned by a research team and members of the School of Jewellery at Birmingham University. Now, it is not known to which Anglo-Saxon king wore the helmet, and we may never know that fact. And I would like to thank all those involved in giving the world such a stunning reconstruction. And as I said in the video earlier, I will be including some pictures of this helmet, for I cannot possibly talk about it without showing you this helmet. And I urge you, if you're anywhere near Birmingham or Stoke-on-Trent, to go and check it out. Now, for the next time we meet again, and at some point I will do a follow-up video on this helmet with Eggle, and we'll talk about the reconstruction and go further in detail about this helmet. So watch out for that video. And to summarise this video, I just think it's just an amazing piece of work, and it yet again shows you how rich the Anglo-Saxons were and how rich the Dark Age period was. So until we meet again, it is Raziel goodbye from me. Raziel, thank you for watching, and please leave your comments on the helmet reconstruction. Tell me what you think. Goodbye.